Filled with tradition and pageantry, it's a game unlike any other, and one in which the nation's finest will battle and fight for the honor and privilege to sing second. Welcome to East Rutherford, New Jersey, MetLife Stadium, home to the Jets and the Giants. It's the Navy midshipmen and the Army Black Knights. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. And the Black Knights ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. From deep, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Moves the pocket. It's Woodson. Here comes the heat.
And listen to this crowd. On the opening play of the game, the defense picks up a huge sack and they force a negative play. And just imagine, David, being this quarterback for a moment. You were already facing a lot of pressure. You were already facing a great pass rush. And it just feels like a tidal wave of emotion putting you in a hole early in the game. It'll be interesting to see how this offense can respond.
Yeah, I'm looking over and I'm like, all right, let's run something safe, right? Like, that couldn't have gone worse to start this game. Interested to see how they respond. We can't just get pass happy, right, and put ourselves in a bad situation. But this offense has got to do something here on second down. Got to at least quiet the crowd down a little bit because they are going bananas.
They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. He makes the catch backed up in his own territory. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. This offense has it with really good field position. Drops back on first down. That one's not even close. Guys, they call this America's game because no matter who you root for, you're captivated by this.
Well, and this is just one of those games I think always just stands out just because of the way it looks, right? It's all the uniforms in the stands. It's the pageantry. It's the history of this game. It's the style of football these two teams play as well. It just means so much to these players.
It's so cool, and it's saved for after the Heisman Trophy, after the championship games, when they get the spotlight on them, a well-deserved spotlight for what they do for everyone out there across this country.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he gets it away.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Straight ahead, it's Bryant. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. This rivalry started in 1890 when Dennis Michie, for whom the stadium at West Point is named, talked Navy into playing a game, and the Mids blew them out.
And since that first blowout, obviously, this has been an unbelievable rivalry. So many things about it, honoring the fallen, the march on, the battle of the bands. So many of these things have gone back and forth. But yet,
turning on the Jets. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, midshipman. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He gets a block. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Runs for the tackle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the right. He's got the first down. Turning it on. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
Second down, gonna throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third and long, coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Holds it in. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident.
Touchdown, Black Knights! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Navy offense ready to go on the attack. The run inside. It's Bryant. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Right side, it's Bryant. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll run it. Uh-oh, look out. He's past the sticks. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the running game.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Under pressure, and they got him.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Enough to move the chains. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. There he goes. Inside the 30. Inside the into the house. Touchdown, Army!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Woodson. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And he avoids the sack.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bryant. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Snapped on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Open on the left side, it's Smith. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Woodson. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to fit the field position with the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Second down, gonna throw it. It's complete to the left. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs, and now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the third play of this drive, third down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
The Black Knights can do it on the ground with a Mr. Inside or Mr. Outside. They just love to run it.
They'll do it however way you want it. Whether it's inside and they're going to give the first one or they're going to run the option off it, you're going to get a steady dose of running the football. They will check to...
Going to take a shot. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass. Midshipmen will get things going here on offense. To the air, it's Woodson. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Long way to go on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man down the middle. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, pressure's coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out wide right, it's Smith. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Four wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Looking to pass, it's Woodson. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got it way down the field. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Navy operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
2nd and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Converts on 4th down, still going. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal of where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass, it's Woodson. Rolls right. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack.
Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Navy!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Upstairs to make the catch. Hits the crease. He's at the touchdown, Black Knights. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running inside. It's Bryant. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've...
Looking deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. He's changing the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush right in his face. Hauls it in. The Black Knights come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Working the ground game. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. He now has 72 yards rushing, and he's closing in on 1,400 for the season. First and 10, they're down to the 25. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Army. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. Looking for room, it's Bryant. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. The throw. Tosses it incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Black Knights! The defense putting points on the board.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Navy offense. Dropping back, it's Woodson. Out wide left, it's Smith.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Hits inside, it's Bryant. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Look out! And it's a sack.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Complete on the left to Smith. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in 2nd and long. And that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on defense.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Bryant. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Right side, it's Hutchinson. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Holds on, it's Bryant. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football.
Touchdown, Midshipman! Fired in from the red zone for the score. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Back to throw, it's Woodson. He's got it for the 2-point conversion.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Deep in the end zone, it's Benson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They go to the counter. Oh, he's got some space. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
Quick give. It's Howard. Defense all over him.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Black Knights will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw. It's Woodson. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
2nd down to the air. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Second down, gonna throw it. Back's got it on the screen. Breaks into the open. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Quarterback keeps it. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Could be an alley. Got the first down. Touchdown, Army! And the route is on. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Navy offense sails out, ready to go to work. Dropping back, it's Woodson. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Here comes the offense onto the field again. The give. Turning it on. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Yeah, it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Still looking. He's got the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Zings it complete to the right. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play, it didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They give it to him again. Inside the 10-yard line, is shoved out of bounds at the 9.
Now there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights! They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Woodson. They're all over him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Army! A pick six!
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Navy offense ready to go on the attack. Wants to throw one first. Time to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Straight ahead, it's Bryant. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Black Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And the Black Knights will have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. One more play to pad the stats. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.
Hey, take it. 95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge.
To the air, it's Hartman. Spits it out to the back. They're working that left side. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Perhaps you're not aware, the Army actually has more votes than the Navy, and today they also had more points. And as a result, they will celebrate a win in this rivalry game with the traditional Sing Second. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.